Waking up hungover next to my arch nemesis, the city's most notorious fuckboy? Worst morning ever. I handled the walk of shame with icy dignity, but fate had a bigger curveball. 1 month later, 2 pink lines. My baby, my rules, his involvement, 0. My flawless plan hit a snag when morning sickness ambushed me in the office restroom. He walked in, his eyes locked onto my still flat stomach, darkening with something dangerous. Before I could blink, he had me pinned against the cold tile wall. Who's the father? He growled. I met his glare with a frosty smirk. Wouldn't you like to know? Definitely not you. Then it happened. A hot tear hit my neck. His voice cracked, raw and desperate. Don't leave me, please. Me? Dude, seriously? This is yours. Don't scream, came a groggy voice beside me. I froze. My eyes cracked open. Sunlight stabbed through unfamiliar blinds, scattering gold across the cedar-paneled ceiling. I was in Mia's guest room. Tequila, karaoke, the bar. My head throbbed like a jackhammer on concrete. The bed dipped. I turned, too fast, and groaned. Andrew Drake blinked at me, hair mussed, shirtless, and utterly unfazed. Well, this is new. I yanked the sheet up to my collarbone. What the hell are you doing here? I'd ask you the same, he said, rubbing his jaw. But judging by the underwear situation, we may already know. No, this didn't happen. Andrew raised an eyebrow. You mean the part where you begged me to sing Bon Jovi and then dared me to outdrink you? That's not what God. I threw off the covers, found my bra tangled in a lamp, and my dress crumpled on a chair. My heels were in separate corners of the room like casualties of war. He leaned back, arms crossed behind his head like a smug god. At least tell me I was decent. Or was it just checklist sex with the project manager from hell? We'd spent our childhood locked in friendly warfare, science fairs, spelling bees, even soccer tryouts. Andrew Drake was the rival who pushed every button I had and sharpened every edge I owned. So waking up next to him felt less like fate and more like an impossible tiebreaker neither of us had planned. I yanked my dress over my head. You're unbelievable. He smirked. So I've been told. By you. Many times. Fine, I hissed. Let's just pretend it didn't happen. Pretend what didn't happen? He teased, sitting up. You moaning my name in E minor? I glared. You're disgusting. He stood, bare-chested and infuriatingly unbothered. You're the one who kissed me first. I was drunk, so was I, but we still danced. Remember that? His tone dropped, suddenly sincere. You sang off key. I spun you. You didn't push me away. I opened my mouth, closed it. We dressed in silence, buttoning guilt and awkwardness into place. At the doorway, he paused. So, this stays between us? Obviously. His smirk returned. Good. Don't want to ruin your checklist girl rep. I shoved past him. Don't want to taint your investor prince persona either. We walked down Mia's hallway like strangers wearing each other's secrets. He peeled off toward the kitchen. I stepped into the elevator alone. His cologne clung to my skin. Every metallic ding sounded like a dare I wasn't ready to name. By the time I slid into a cab, my heartbeat had settled, but not the ache in my gut. I pressed my forehead against the glass. Street lights blurred. The driver asked, "Good night?" I bit my lip until I tasted blood. Yeah, I whispered. I guess it was. Where'd you disappear to Friday night? Marla asked, leaning over my cubicle wall with her third espresso. Home. Migraine. I didn't look up from my screen. Aha. She waggled her brows. Because someone said they saw you dancing with Andrew Drake. And by dancing, I mean hands, bodies, prolonged eye contact. I clicked aggressively into the zoning variance spreadsheet. That someone needs glasses. Across the atrium, Andrew stood by the espresso bar, chatting with 2 interns. He kissed one on the hand. The other giggled like it was a Jane Austen adaptation. I hated how his sleeves were rolled perfectly. I hated how I noticed. I cleared my throat. Don't you have a column to design? Marla snorted. Fine. But if he proposes during the structural review meeting, I'm calling dibs on your office. She disappeared just as fast. I exhaled and leaned back, suddenly